Oh my god, you guys, I think we are finally live. You've no idea how long I've been trying to get this to work. It has been well over an hour. I've been trying to get it on Twitch and it's not been working, and now I think we finally got it working at least on YouTube. So first of all, hello, welcome to The Sims 4 Let's Play the Knott Family. Basically this episode is just going to be a little bit of an introduction into what I'm doing. So first of all, we're going to jump into the main game, and I'm going to introduce you to the founder of my sort of family. So what I'm sort of doing just now is I'm kind of doing like a sort of generation type sort of gameplay, but I'm making it sort of like I'm calling it the male heir generation game, legacy sort of challenge, and it's basically going to be a series of the first male of each sort of generation. We're going to follow their storyline. So as soon as we jump in here, you're going to see the initial family folk we've got just now. I will introduce you to the founders that are sadly have passed away in the game. So currently I'm playing with the second generation. I'm playing with Gavin and Owen. They are two twins. So we'll just quickly pop in and see these guys, please. Oh. Okay, let's have a quick look. So quickly jump in as Owen. I honestly can't get over how long it's taken me to get this working.
Meshka fromp you messa.
Okay. So we're going to quickly jump up here to the gallery. Please excuse all my awful designs of Sims families and characters and houses.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So this is our founders. This is Jack and Abby Knott. Jack here, as I've sort of said before, that he has died in the game. So Jack was materialistic, lazy and good. He was a doctor at the hospital, and he got up to be a sort of general practitioner. And although like he was a good guy, he has sort of been pressured into like having his own sons to continue the Knott legacy. So he's had that from his father, so he has put a lot of pressure on his wife, Abby. Now, Abby is a dog lover, family orientated and good, and she worked in the tech guru career. She made it to level 6 in the as a development captain, and she did retire whenever Jack had passed away because she wanted to spend more time with not only her kids but her grandkids that have come along during the family journey. So if we pop out here, we are going to introduce you to the twins, Gavin and Owen. So Gavin is the eldest. So this here is Gavin. Gavin is a young adult. He is about to age up in the next few Sundays with Owen. He's a kleptomaniac, a perfectionist, and he is outgoing. And he's currently a regional manager in the business profession. So with Gavin, he was such a wild toddler. Both the twins were a nightmare as toddlers to raise. But Gavin, he was the clingy one, I believe, if I can remember rightly. He was the clingy one. So he's always had that one-to-one interaction with the parents. And because he was the firstborn, Jack wanted him to be sort of raised slightly better than Owen, because we're going to be following Gavin's storyline throughout the generations, and it was important for Jack that Gavin got the best grades in schools, and he sort of had good levels of sort of like communication and all that sort of stuff. So this does now. So he is currently level 5 in the business career, so he's doing not too bad, and we will introduce you to his wife Victoria and his 2 children. So moving on from Gavin, we'll introduce you to his twin brother Owen. So Owen, as a toddler, was wild, and wild is a complete understatement. He was an absolute nightmare to do anything. He didn't sleep, he was constantly hungry, he didn't really want to learn, and it's the same in school and high school, that he didn't really have great grades, and was just sort of more the rebellious twin. However, now that he's an adult, he's actually doing a lot better sort of in life. So with Owen, he loves the outdoors, he is also a kleptomaniac, and he is a child of the island. So Owen works in the conservationist career, and he is an ocean observer, so he is currently at level 7. So he's actually doing really well for himself, considering he's been so hard to sort of raise so far. So he is very much sort of been left to his own devices. He one day would like to move to Solani, where his current girlfriend is living with their young toddler, and later on in the Let's Play we'll go across to them and introduce you guys to them and sort of see what's going on. So then we'll move on to Victoria. So this is Gavin's wife, Victoria. So Victoria is a loner. She is good and she's cheerful. So she is very much sort of, she doesn't feel like she deserves to be working. She's very much like laid back. She wants to be by herself, and when to be by yourself, when you're in the house and everyone else is at work. However, given the sort of living conditions that they're in just now, they can't really afford like a really nice big house to accommodate everyone, so it's a bit of a tight squeeze. So she actually quite enjoys getting away to work, because it gives her a little break from the kids, the toddlers, and sort of Owen and Gavin like having their arguments. And also like to say that Gavin and Owen have a sister, Viviana, who moved out of this household, but she comes over and visits quite often. So there's constantly lots of people at the door. So with Victoria, she works in retail and she's customer support, so she's level 2, so she really just wants a part-time job, which is so she gets that little break from the house, away from the kids, and she has also sort of had the pressure like Abby had to sort of give their spouse sons, so she has actually done that. So we are moving on to Ronan. Ronan is a music lover. He is just a little elementary school student, and he is level 3. So he's going to get it sort of drummed into him by Gavin that, you know, you need to be number 1, you need to be an A-level student, which will get you good grades, to get you into like a good high level at high school, which will obviously be better off for him whenever he comes to aging up to an adult and going into the career that we're going to sort of work out for him. Also, whenever it comes up to sort of traits and things like that, I always randomise the traits just because I think it adds to the story and stuff. So none of the characters or things here that like the kleptomaniacs, that was just total coincidence that both twins have that trait, but they did get them at different life stages. So whenever it comes to Ronan to age up, we will be randomising his next trait, and we'll see sort of where his story sort of leads. And then finally in the household we have little Declan. He is the last sort of baby to be born in this household now. Because we've now got sort of Ronan that Beagle follows through with his line, and Declan's sort of like our backup, our air nurse there, sort of think of it that way. So Declan's just a little charmer, toddler. He's not long aged up into a toddler, so we still need to teach him potty, walking, talking, thinking, and all that sort of stuff. So we'll jump back into the household. This is just the initial family, so this will be the main family that we are playing. Eventually, Owen will move out of the household and he'll move to Solani to be with Leanne, his girlfriend. Okay, so I'll just quickly show you our household. So you'll see on Universe it's been a bit of a tight space. So we are currently living in Willow Creek, and this is our household here. We have sort of slowly over time sort of regenerated the place. So we've sort of done up the kitchen, got rid of the walls. So we've got everyone through here. We've got a very small, tiny living space, which, I mean, eventually I would love for us to move out and get a better house, but unfortunately we just don't have that sort of money yet. And here is Owen's room. He used to be a lifeguard when he was a teenager, so he got a nice little ring. This used to be Viviana's room, and she has obviously since moved out. She's in the painting career, so this is her easel here and some work that she's left behind. So this is her bedroom. And here the two boys, Ronan and Declan, they currently share a room, but I will be moving one of them out into Viviana's old bedroom, and that means they get a wee room to themselves. This is Victoria and Gavin's room. I actually love this room. I just think it's all nice and spacious. A wee miniature add-on bathroom, because having 7 Sims in a house with only one tiny bathroom is a bit of a nightmare. And then just our tiny little bathroom here. And that's us. So this is a tiny little house, so hopefully over time we'll move out, but for now this is our sort of living setup. So I'm going to take you guys over and we'll meet Viviana. So this is Gavin and Owen's youngest sister. There was only 3 of them growing up together. So we'll pop over and we will visit her. Okay, so Viviana lives over here. I'll probably jump in. Oh, okay, so Viviana is currently at work at the moment, so we'll grab Ranji and we'll run upstairs, and that's our mirror downstairs. So yeah, we'll quickly pop into create a sim and you can get a closer look at these two. And I'll sort of introduce you to them and their backstory.
Think you knew.
Okay, so this is Ranji. This is Viviana's boyfriend. He is an elder. He is actually a really nice guy. He's clumsy, he's a dog lover, and he's a pro. He is still working. He works in an athletic career, and he is a team mascot. So he came across Viviana coincidentally just out walking around. So with Viviana, this is her here. She was obviously a bit more rebellious, similar to Owen in her sort of teenage growing up stages. She did actually have quite a lot of weight, but since meeting Ranji, he's managed to pay for a lot of sort of treatment for her to sort of slim down to the point where she's probably a bit far too skinny, but I'm sure we'll put some weight on her. So with Viviana, she's a bro, she's mean, and she's a snob, and she is currently pregnant with her first child. There's no sign of a bump yet, but that will surely appear soon. So with Viviana, she really disliked the way she saw her dad treat her mum, and she didn't really think it was right that her mum had sort of I guess like expectations sort of like pressured on her to sort of give sons. So she decided that she's not going to have sort of anyone control her in any sort of way. So she just went ahead and moved out into this guy's house where you know, she's got a freedom of her own, she can go and do what she wants. She's not married, so she doesn't really have that much of a significant tie to Ranji, apart from obviously their child together. But he's so old, like I'm pretty sure he's going to pass away soon, so she's going to inherit everything. And I feel like she is just sort of waiting for that stage, for that time to come when she can change his house into her house. And she's actually going to adopt quite a few children because she just sort of wants to show that she doesn't need a guy to do what she wants. So this is Viviana. And then last but not least, we will quickly run over to Sulani and introduce you to Leanne and Sabina. You also might need to bear with me, so I am typically a PC player when it comes to The Sims 4, however my PC is completely playing up and sort of locked my account out, so it's on a temporary file. I'm not too sure how it's managed to do that, but it's done it, and all of my Sims stuff is sort of, it's not lost, but it's well hidden. So like all my files still exist, but I need to proper dig for them. So I'm still trying to sort of get used to the controls of PlayStation 4. We're going to pop over here to see Leanne and Sabina. So this is Leanne and Serena. Leanne is Owen's girlfriend. God, that's so many names. So she is Owen's girlfriend. She is a scuba diver, and that's how Owen and Leanne met. He's obviously part of the conservation community and comes to Solani to clean up the beaches, and she's constantly on the beaches doing her work. So Leanne is a child of the island. She's ambitious.
Ah,
And
Yabasani.
she's a goofball. She's dressed up for us.
Ooh.
Here we go. And she's a bit of a goofball. And she has a bit of a secret that she's not told Owen yet. At night time she lives near the beach, and at night time she goes to the ocean for a little bit of a swim, because she is sort of keeping secret that she is a mermaid. So this is her mermaid form. Oh, I think she looks so cute. So this is Leanne, and then this is her and Owen's daughter, Serena. So she's just so cute. She looks just like her dad. I got the name Serena from, so I kind of wanted like her name to mean something. So I also got the name Serena from a mermaid siren, and it means enchantress. So I thought that would be quite funky to call her that. So this is where I got the idea of her name. And Serena is clingy, and also, which I've noticed, that I don't tend to play with mermaids, but I thought I'll add the mermaid into my game. Serena does have the little mermaid icon, so I'm not too sure if she is, well, she's half mermaid, but I'm not too sure if she will be able to have the same sort of mermaid qualities, like getting, you know, like her fishtail whenever she's a young adult or a teenager. So we'll need to keep a wee eye out on that. And we'll sort of keep an eye on her whenever she ages up. She ages up in a few days, so we need to sort of make sure she's all good with her learning skills and everything. So yeah, that's our little family here. So I just wanted to pop on and sort of introduce you guys to the sort of the main household and the extended family members. I will be doing another broadcast later on. I've just had such trouble trying to get just different platforms trying to work, and it just wasn't happening, but we finally got this one working, so I'm glad I've managed to get something done today. However, it is almost 22 in the morning, and I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much for coming along and giving my video a watch, and hopefully I'll see you back here soon. Thanks very much for joining, and I'll see you next time. Bye!